Would I be the asshole if I 23M don't provide financial support to my biological mother 43F? I'll try to keep this short. My biological mother was a heavy smoker, took drugs and her breath always smelled like booze. I was 4 when she burnt one of my fingers with a cigarette. She was abusive, so the Child Protection Services took me away from her. We recently met up. She said she had changed and I think she has. It was nice to catch up, I think. We occasionally meet up. But last weekend, she told me she had no job, no place to live and that she was broke. She terribly needs money. She asked me if I could help, but I'm not really sure. I basically don't know this woman. But I also feel guilty because she's my biological mother. Please help me out here.
Not the asshole. She sounds like a real gem. Could she have reached out only to gain money from you? Don't do it.
She didn't seem to feel any obligation to raise you, so you absolutely have no obligations to her now. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You owe this woman nothing and I think it was really cheeky of her to ask.
Not the asshole, she hasn't changed, and she's trying to use you. Not the asshole, you don't owe her anything. If you don't want to help her you don't have to because you owe her. If I may suggest, if you want to help her, make sure she does the first step in the right direction, like finding a job, otherwise you'll just be dumping money on the problem like gasoline on a fire.
Not the asshole. She sounds like she got back in contact with you because she was in need. If she changed, great, but she's trying to set up a relationship with you after you're an adult, but still get the perks of being taken care of by children that she'd lovingly raised. Without having lovingly raised you. She gave birth to you, which was her own choice. She abused you, to the point that you were taken away, which was her own choice. You are under no obligation to let her leech off of you.
Not the asshole. She's your biological mother, but she's not to thank for 1 second for where you've ended up in your life. If she really changed her ways, you could always get to know her and then consider helping out, but you have no obligation towards her. Did you meet up because she wanted to meet up, and then she's asked for help? Or was the setting different? If it's the first, I would really think about if she's there for you, or if she needs help and had nowhere else to turn.
Not the asshole, you don't owe her anything, and if she had changed and cared about you she wouldn't be putting you in this position.
Not the asshole. Help her out in ways that don't involve direct financial support. If you want to help, then help her navigate bureaucracy and get set up on Medicaid, food stamps, housing assistance, etc. If she's really turned her life around, those services exist to help people get back on their feet.
Maybe try to help her in non-financial ways. Help her with her resume, interview practice, looking for good deals on items on Craigslist, applying for support at a shelter, etc. Not the asshole.
10,000% not the asshole, you don't owe her anything.
Sounds to me like she has run out of people to leech off and she tracked you down to get money out of you too.
Not the asshole, 43-year-olds aren't helpless elderly people. She will be just fine without your help.
I've let a lot of people live with me and I regretted most of them. The only ones I didn't regret were simply using me as a stepping stone. You will end up regretting letting her move in very quickly. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, she's using you for money.
Not the asshole. You are under no obligation to help. Not the asshole. You don't owe her anything. Don't feel like you need to help her out because she's your mother. You said yourself you don't know this woman. Sorry, but it sounds like she's using you.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole.
Definitely not the asshole. But if it is gonna make you feel better if you help her out, then just do it.
Your egg donor's ability to have sex and reproduce doesn't obligate you to support her. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, she didn't take care of you when you were a literal child, so why should you be expected to take care of her, a grown woman who should be able to support herself?
Do not give her money.
NTA. Don't do it. I am sorry that she is in a bad situation, but if you start this, it will never ever stop. Unless you are in an astoundingly secure and fruitful financial situation, this will be the burden that keeps getting more and more burdensome. It's unfortunate that she finds herself in the situation, but realistically, you really need to support yourself as much as you can.
Not the asshole. She caught up and changed to suck off your wealth. Cut contact again or you will not be able to have a happy life.
Not the asshole. Honestly, don't help, if for no other reason than you'll get to see your real relationship with your mother regardless of money.
Absolutely not the asshole. You own her nothing. If you give her money once, she will never stop begging for more.
Not the asshole. You do not owe financial support to this woman. She didn't provide for you when it was her legal and moral obligation to do so. You are only 23, and likely cannot easily afford to give her financial support. You say she has changed, but most well-functioning 43-year-old people are not jobless, homeless, and broke. Whatever her situation is and however she got there, it is not your problem to fix. You should tell her firmly that you will not be giving her any money. NTA. You owe her nothing.
Not the asshole. She is using you. Let her go to rehab or the local homeless shelter.
Not the asshole. Your birth mother seems horrible. Never forget and never forgive. This is karmic justice being served for her being an abusive evil shite to you. Not the asshole. Tell her the homeless shelter is free.
Not the asshole. She was an egg donor, not a mother. You owe her nothing.
Not the asshole. Her relationship to you is pure biology, which is nothing. If you do decide to help her, I would only do it on the condition that she has a job of some sort first and then don't give her any cash. Agree to pay a bill, not all of them, and specify for a period of time, some groceries, either buy them yourself or give her a gift card to a particular supermarket, or a percentage of a deposit on a place to live, but pay those things directly to the company or apartment complex and not to her. If she agrees to those conditions, great. If she doesn't, tell her no deal and move on with your life with a clear conscience.
Not the asshole. Don't give her a penny or you will never get rid of her, and getting rid of her is my suggestion. She will leech off of you as long as she can.
Not the asshole. Social assistance and the like exist specifically for people with your mother's circumstances. If she won't try to help herself first, she has no place turning to you for support.
Not the asshole. It's not your job to support her. She may be biologically your mother, but that does not entitle her to your wallet. I think if a casual is working, then I'd stick to that. You need to be firm on this because I've met a lot of emotionally manipulative people who will use guilt as weapon to get others to pay for their bad choices and lifestyle.
Not the asshole. I feel bad for you. Adoption is a real psychological minefield with feelings of abandonment, etc. Then she gets in touch and you want to see her and find out about your past and reconnect, and to find she's only doing it to extort money off you must be really hurtful. My guess is that she's burnt all her bridges with friends and family and contacting you as her Hail Mary pass. Protect yourself by saying no now or she'll be back again and again.